get it? You are gonna be out on the streets.
And then I felt it.
You don't have a place to live.
I was blind, but now I see.
What you just saw right there, it happens to the best of us. So did you see how everything was like more enhanced or advanced, as in like whatever he was looking at was more detailed, whatever he was seeing was more detailed, whatever he was hearing was more detailed. That's how it is when you can hear and see in the spirit. When you have that gift, everything in the physical is more enhanced. It's like your eyes see a lot more clearly and your ears hear a lot more clearly. So you'll not only hear things that are physically meant to be heard, but you'll also hear things that are like hidden, like the unknown. But when you're physically hearing things that are meant to be heard, it will sound louder than what it really is. So if someone's having a conversation outside your home and you can, let's just say normally you can hear, but you can't hear the conversation, but you know that two people are talking. When you have the gift to hear and it's turned up a notch, as in like it's activated in that moment, you will probably hear them like they're right in the same room as you, literally. It's so hard to explain, but that little clip I put in the video, that explains it. So if you are able to hear things a lot clearer than it usually sounds, that is because, like I said, the gift is activated. The gift to hear is activated, and it's turned up. It's turned up a notch volume-wise. And because it's turned up volume-wise, it also means you're going to hear what's meant to be very quiet or what's meant to be hidden, which is in the spirit. So for those wondering, how could you hear in the spirit? How is that? Because that gift is activated and the volume on that gift is turned up. So because everything in the physical is a lot more louder than it usually is, or that it's supposed to be, when something is so quiet and hidden, you're gonna hear that like clearly, right? So let's just say the Holy Spirit whispers something to you. If you don't have that gift to hear activated, you may not hear what he's saying. But if that gift is activated, you may hear the actual whisper, right? That happened to me this morning. I went to my son's school. So the gift was activated this morning, turned up a notch. Went to my son's school and I was walking in the hallway. I noticed like when I got in, when the door shut, it sounded like it almost slammed, but it didn't slam. So I knew my gift was activated in that moment, because when it shut, I heard like an echo. I'm like, yeah, my gift is activated. It echoed and it sounded like it slammed, but it didn't slam. When I was walking down the hallway, the footsteps sounded a little bit louder than usual. And it echoed as well. There was a little echo from every footstep. So I was able to hear the hidden sounds in the room that the naked ear couldn't really hear. Right? So we're walking in the hallway now, and it's like past 9:30. So the announcements has already been announced, right? Because we're walking in later today because it's his first day of high school, so we had to get like his timetable and everything. So as I'm walking in the hallway, I noticed that there's two teachers talking in the stairwell. I noticed that there was two teachers talking at the stairwell. And even though I saw them talking there, I looked away, but their conversation was so loud, it sounded like it was coming from like the speakers. So I'm like, oh my gosh, is that the announcement? And then my son and his friend, because his friend was in the hallway, his friend's like, no, that's not the announcement. I'm like, oh, it's the teachers talking in the staircase. Okay, never mind. So I was a little bit embarrassed when that happened, because it sounded like the announcement, because their conversation was sounding so loud. Like it was echoing, and it sounded like it was coming from the ceiling, but it was actually coming from the stairwell. But when I literally realized, oh my gosh, I gotta like balance it out and get it together. And once I balanced it out, it was almost like the gift turned down, like the volume turned down, and I was able to hear at normal level. They were still talking at the stairwell, but it wasn't as loud as before. So when that gift is activated and it's turned up, like everything is going to sound louder than what it normally sounds, and you're going to hear echoes along with it, right? If you could hear louder than the average, if you can hear a sound that's louder than the average sound than what it's supposed to be, chances are you're going to be able to hear what's hidden in the spirit, you know, the hidden noises. Because the hidden noises are so quiet, they're hidden. the regular, you know, sound of the ear wouldn't be able to hear it. But when it's turned up, you'll be able to hear it. Do you get what I'm saying, guys? It's like, yeah, if you understand what I'm trying to say. But that happened to me this morning. So if you go through this, chances are you may be able to hear in the spirit. It just may not be as activated, or you may not be as aware of it like you should be. But yeah, love you guys. Bye.